What's up everyone, we're going to be going to the best MLB player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 16 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. Now a lot of you comment wanting to see how many I got wrong, and I thought I'd show you in today's video. We only got one pick wrong and got 16 right, which is a 95% win rate. Yes guys, you heard that right, 95% win rate. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get a 95% win rate and get 16 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which will be linked down below in the description. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $625 just yesterday, and another member who won $52 for the 4th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. All right, so let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first we're going to be talking about is none other than Sulser, and this one is for 2 pitcher strikeouts and this one is for more. Now when we look at Cole, we've actually seen him go in the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see, and they do face off against none other than the Philadelphia Phillies. Now as you all know, when we look at the Phillies, they do actually rank 4th when it comes to their batting average, with a batting average of .259. But the reason why we still do like the over for this situation here is that we are expecting Sulser to get quite a lot of usage rate in this matchup, and on top of that, since it is, closing in near the end of the regular season, we definitely see someone like Cole getting a lot more out there. And definitely when it comes to Phillies, we aren't expecting everyone to play at their top-notch self. So we definitely see that as the season continues to go on, since we are in that second half of the season, we tend to see a lot more teams really ease up, especially during this time, and we think that's definitely going to happen with Phillies. So Phillies may not put the same performance that we usually do see, and on top of that, when we look at Cole, we are expecting a very high usage rate from him coming into this game. Now when it comes to Cole as well, when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for over as well. So although his average over the last 5 is only 1.8, we are still sticking to the over here. So Sulser, 2 pitcher strikeouts for more, I think is a fantastic pick. Now getting into the next pick, we're going to be talking about Skenes. So Skenes, great player, and this one is for 7 pitcher strikeouts and this one is for more. Now when we look at Skenes, we've actually seen him go in the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see, and they do face off against none other than Miami Marlins. Now, as you all know, when we look at Miami Marlins, we actually do see that they rank 17th when it comes to their batting average, with a batting average of .241. And because of that, we do very much like the over for this situation here, due to the fact that when we look at Miami Marlins, not only do they rank low, but on top of that, when we look at Skenes, he's very consistent at getting close to this line. Even when we look at Paul, and at the times that he has gotten close to this or missed this line, he's actually gotten very close, only missing it by 1. So very consistent, which is what we like to see. And his pitcher strikeouts is also at 7 over the last 5 as well, which is great. So very consistent and close to this line, as the line is at 7 as well. So all signs do point towards the over for us for this situation here, and since Paul is consistent, now with an easier matchup, we should see him being able to go on the over here. So Skenes, 7 pitcher strikeouts for more, I think is a fantastic pick. So getting to the next pick, we're going to be talking about none other than Cristopher Sanchez, and this one is for 6 pitcher strikeouts and this one is for less. Now look at Cristopher Sanchez, we've actually seen him go in the under in 2 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Tampa Bay Rays. Now Tampa Bay Rays do rank 27th when it comes to their batting average, with a batting average of .231. Now the reason why we do like the under for this situation here is due to the fact, first, when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the under as well. But we are expecting Cristopher Sanchez not to get the same amount of usage rate that he usually does see. So we definitely could see him coming out the game early, especially when it comes to, Tampa Bay Rays. Although they do rank 27th, we are going a little bit against the grain here. But all signs when it comes to what we are expecting from Philly, especially when it comes to this matchup and Cristopher Sanchez, his pitcher strikeout line, we definitely are going the opposite and going against the under here. So we are going a little bit against the grain, but when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies, like I mentioned, have him favored for the under, so not completely against the grain here, and we are sticking to it. So Cristopher Sanchez, 6 pitcher strikeouts for less, I think is a great pick. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines, so here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first player we're going to be talking about is Rodon from the New York Yankees, who has an ERA of 4.19, ranking him 46, and also 172 pitcher strikeouts, which actually ranks him 15th. So very good numbers there from someone like Rodon, and we definitely see him doing a very, very good job coming into this matchup. Now, when we look at Rodon as well, we also do see that they do face off against none other than the Kansas City Royals coming in this next matchup, and Kansas City Royals do rank 7th in their batting average with a batting average of .253. Because of that, we do very much like the under for this situation here, due to the fact that the Kansas City Royals do rank very high in this category. But on top of that, when we also look further, we also do see that when it comes to Rodon, although he is a main pitcher, we definitely actually see him getting taken off the game early due to the fact, like I mentioned before, second half of the season, we definitely see a lot more teams be a little bit more conservative. So we could see Rodon sit early as well, but even if he does or if he doesn't, we think Royals being ranked 7th and having such a good batting average, we could see Rodon really struggle to go, on the over, and that's why we do like the under here. Now, over the last 7 days, he has played only one game, but he was able to get 7 pitcher strikeouts, so we are going against that, especially with the matchup, as we think matchups are more important here. So definitely keep an eye out for Rodon. I definitely see a lot of value there to go on the under, but like I always mentioned, keep an eye out for his line first, and if his line is too close to his averages, then definitely look to go on the under. Again, to the next player, we're going to be talking about David Festa. So David Festa, as we all know, great player, and on top of that, he does play for the Minnesota Twins. Now, when we look at Minnesota Twins, we also do see he has an ERA of 4.75 and 58 pitcher strikeouts, which ranks him in the 150th plus. Now, when it comes to the Minnesota Twins, they have themselves a pretty interesting matchup, as the Twins do actually face off against none other than the Los Angeles Angels. So it is going to be a very, very good matchup in general, just an exciting game to watch. But on top of that, when we look at the Angels, we actually see that the Angels do rank 28th when it comes to their batting average, with a batting average of .228. Because of that, we do very much like the over for this situation here, and we definitely see someone like David Festa being able to go on the over. Now, when we look at David Festa, we also do see that over the last 7 days he has played one game and he was able to get 7 pitcher strikeouts, which is really good to see. So we are expecting a similar situation, keeping that hot streak going and being able to go on the over in this matchup, especially against the Angels, who rank very, very low. So we definitely should see Festa be able to take advantage of that, and this one's another no-brainer to us. So keep an eye out for the line, but like I always mentioned, when it comes to the line, first, you want to see if the line is under his averages, then definitely look to go on the over there. Now, getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Brayan Bello. So Brayan Bello does play for the Boston Red Sox, has an ERA of 4.75 and 135 pitcher strikeouts, which I think is fantastic to see. Now, when we look at Brayan Bello, we also do see the Boston Red Sox, they do have themselves a very, very exciting matchup against the Baltimore Orioles, and the Baltimore Orioles do actually face off, rank 9th when it comes to their batting average, with a batting average of .250. So they do rank pretty high, and because of that, we do like the under for this situation here, even though Bello does have a 4.75 ERA and 135 pitcher strikeouts, ranking him 55th. Now, when we look at his average over, this time, it's definitely not bad, but we think also with Bello, the matchup that he does face off against is definitely going to have an effect on his actual pitcher strikeouts coming into this game. Now, his last 7 days, he has played only one game, but he was only able to get 4 pitcher strikeouts, which is not really to our liking and not giving us enough confidence for him to be able to go in the over, and that's why we do like the under for someone like Brayan Bello. But as always, you want to keep an eye out for the line first, and if the line is too close to his averages, then definitely look to go on the under there. So keep an eye out for his line. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.